All right, so today's quick topic is, are you confident in your self confidence? And for people who think that they are confident in their self confidence, that's amazing. But this is something that we really need to pay attention to. Self confidence is feeling sure of yourself and your abilities. So everybody should have some level of confidence in themselves. Some people have no confidence in themselves at all. And some people have a false sense of confidence, self confidence in themselves. And this is something that we need to pay attention to. And the way that you will be able to pay attention to this and notice if you're actually confident in your self confidence is if you happen to tell somebody something that you plan on doing. If you're confident in your ability to write a book and you tell your friends or your family, or you even post it on social media that you're going to write a book, and somebody comments on it and says, "You're going to write a book, laugh out loud. What makes you think you could write a book? I never knew that you were a good writer," anything of that nature. And it makes you second guess or hesitate on writing that book, or make you have a second guess on if you are capable of writing a book. Then you have to really reevaluate if you really have the self-confidence that you think that you have. Because if you have self-confidence in yourself, then nobody should be able to make you second guess yourself. You should have that for sure feeling that you're capable of doing anything that you set your mind to. You're capable of doing anything that is set out in front of you. So self-confidence, understanding that nobody can shake your confidence in yourself. When I started to be a life coach, a lot of people knew me again from playing football, from fighting, and a lot of people were like, "You're not necessarily a life coach." Nobody came flat out and said that they didn't feel like that I was a life coach. But it was questions like, "Well, why do you want to be a life coach? What makes you think that you can help people?" And for one, I don't necessarily feel like that I ever had to explain myself to anybody. But that didn't make me second guess my thoughts of being a life coach. That didn't make me second guess my capabilities of helping people while being a life coach. Even though people felt like that I wouldn't be able to be a life coach because I was an athlete. And I honestly feel like that athletes are some of the best people that can help people, because they have a different mindset. They have a different way of approaching life. They have a different way of overcoming adversity. And if you're able to translate that into life experiences, then you can help people see things from a different perspective. So my self-confidence, some people, if you have a lot of self-confidence, they may take it as you being cocky. And a lot of people took my self-confidence as being cocky, not because I display as cocky, but because I am an athlete, and most athletes are cocky. I'm not cocky. I'm just very confident in the things that I'm capable of doing, knowing that I'm capable of helping people on different levels, knowing that I'm able to train people is me being having a high level of self-confidence. And I had to build this over the years, because sometimes your self-confidence can take a hit. Your confidence in general can take a hit. And being able to rebuild that from the ground up is a good thing, but hopefully you never have to experience that where your confidence is so low that you have to build it back up. But one thing that you can do, if you realize that you don't have a strong self-confidence, is build it up little by little. Doing things that you know that you're capable of doing step by step, and just building yourself up. If you take on a bigger project and you already have a low self-confidence level, and you're not able to achieve it at that point in time, it can only hurt you even more. So what I would say, my advice to people who realize that they don't have the self-confidence that they thought they may have had, or that the self-confidence that they want to have, is start to build yourself up little by little. Start to do little projects. Give yourself things that you feel like are a little bit of a stretch for you, that's right outside of your comfort zone, and build yourself up. Really dedicate yourself to that thing, and be confident in yourself, inner confidence in yourself that you can achieve it. And the moment that you achieve it, your confidence level will go up little by little. And as your confidence level goes up little by little, you will be able to achieve more. You will be able to set bigger goals for yourself. You will have more confidence in yourself than you thought previously that you could have. And for the people who have that false sense of self-confidence, they sometimes display it as arrogance, or they sometimes display it as cockiness. And that's like a protective shield for them, because people who aren't confident display their confidence in an arrogant manner, display their confidence rudely, and it gives people a false sense of confidence. It makes people think that they're more confident than what the person really is. And if you challenge their confidence, if you question them or ask them about their level of confidence, you can always tell those people who have a false sense of self-confidence, because they'll get angry because you're questioning them. Again, like I said at the beginning of this video, I don't feel like that I ever have to explain myself to anybody, but I never get angry when people ask me questions about the things that I feel like that I'm capable of, or the things that I say that I'm going to set myself up to do in life. I have no reason to be angry for people to ask me questions, although I do feel like that I do not have to explain myself to people. But if I had a false sense of self-confidence, I would display that. Most people display that in anger. So that's how you can tell if somebody has a false sense of self-confidence, or if they're trying to make themselves feel more confident than what they really are. So again, just check yourself and understand if you do not have self-confidence right now, or you have a false sense of self-confidence. It's always a chance that you can build that up. So it's not the end of the world if you don't have confidence. But again, take the steps little by little, and you can build yourself up to be as confident as you want to be. Just do not let it overflow into cockiness or arrogance or anything of that nature. So again, just evaluate yourself and start to build more confidence in your self-confidence. Start to build your self-confidence in general, and start to become the person that you know that you can be.